Alright, boys and girls, let's have a look at the patch notes. Stay till the very end though, because I've got something that is going to blow your freaking mind. Okay? I promise, I don't say that lightly. Okay, first we need to get through the patch notes. So let's do it, boys and girls. I just want to mention that what I want out of these is about a 10 to 15% buff in damage. We have our new sets. So these are the Overland. Light is back alley. Critical chance, weapon and spell damage, and while you have a food buff active, your critical damage and critical healing is increased by 13%. This is probably going to replace Order's Wrath in a lot of scenarios. It is light, and you do need to have food. It's about 40% more crit damage and healing than Order's Wrath. So yeah, that's not a bad set. Then the medium one is Phoenix Moth, and is stam recovery, max stamina, healing yourself or an ally grants them minor courage and minor force for 10 seconds, increasing their weapon and spell damage by 215 and their critical damage done by 10%. This effect can occur once every 12 seconds per target. Basically, you can only proc this on one person. So if you do an AoE heal, it's just going to proc on the one person. You can reapply it straight away. So the cooldown is per person. The heavy is up next. Bastion, maximum stamina, max health, stam. Blocking a target grants you a stack of infection. I'll make a joke about that, but anyway, we'll move on. For 10 seconds, up to 3 stacks max. You can gain up to 1 stack every 0.5 of a second, increasing your magic and stamina recovery by 106 per stack of infection. Blocking an attack grants you a stack of infection for 10 seconds. You can gain up to 3 stacks max. So basically, it's going to be really easy to get up, but it's only 300 mag and stam recovery, which for a 5-piece, in my opinion, is far from worth. These are the crafted sets. I don't know, however you say that. Rebook, magic, health, stam, resources from a fully charged heavy attack also restores 2,363 of the gained resource to 3 allies nearest your target. This is actually pretty damn strong. What's a heavy attack? 2 seconds? So resource ticks every 2 seconds. So this is basically equivalent to giving 4 people 2,300 recovery. And then obviously it's either stam for a stam heavy or magic for a magic heavy. Next up, we have stam recovery, mag recovery, health recovery. There's a lot of recovery sets this patch for some reason. After you drink a potion, you gain 244 magic, stam, and health recovery for 45 seconds. This kind of makes that other recovery set not worth it. Like, you're getting recoveries for the 2, 3, 4. You could argue the health recovery is not really worth it. I don't know. This kind of seems better than that. Then we have Claw of the Forest Wrath, and this is crit chance, weapon damage, crit chance, and then 2,037 crit chance. So I think overall for the whole set is about 38% crit chance. I don't know if this will get used a whole lot over what's going on at the moment. Oh, look out, boys and girls. Mythics. What has ZeniMax got for us? Some nice max stat or something, mythics. Stat-based mythics would be awesome. Medium chest. If you continuously sprint for 1 second, you gain the ability to pass through enemies? What the fuck? Enemies you pass through become charmed for 4 seconds, removing their ability to attack or cast. Removing their ability to attack or cast abilities as they move toward you. Charming an enemy this way restores 678 stam mag to you and heals you for 678. Charming an enemy removes you from stealth. This set is purely designed so pussy fucking whatevers can run away and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, you might say this could be cool in 1vx, but you gotta run through them. Unless you plan on going through the Zerg and managing to run through all of them, and by then it's gone anyway because it only lasts 4 seconds. This is just a dumb set. I literally have nothing else to say about it. It is freaking stupid. We will have to test that though, because how big is it? How much can you just run through an arm? We'll have to test it. Okay, this is the next one. Light legs adds 300 mag recovery, sprint, roll dodge, bash, break free, sneak, and block now consume magicka instead of stamina. You cannot regain magic while blocking, sneaking, or sprinting. You can gain stamina while blocking, sneaking, and spend. Like, this set sounds cool. Realistically, it's not going to work in builds. If that was like 300 mag and stam recovery, I could probably see this getting used. Even if, say you're a mag build and you want it to cost mag, there is some benefit to that, but then you have to build in more mag recovery than what you have now. If you needed that extra bit to dodge roll, block, or whatever, then you could get a little bit more stam recovery. Use like Smoke Bear or something like that. It's just one of those sets that sounds cool on paper, but realistically, I don't think it's going to work that well in builds. And, you know, you can run an ice staff right now and get blocked to cost match. And then the heavy belt is you cannot move while bracing. God damn it, we don't need more perma block tanks. While bracing, you create a 12-meter zone of protection. Cool. Allies within the zone increase their block mitigation by 30%. Imagine if this stacks. So you could have 1 tank, 2 tanks, 3 tanks, 5 tanks, 6 tanks, and they've just got 100% block mitigation. Surely it wouldn't work that way, but fuck, that would kind of be funny. The block mitigation health recovery only affects allies and not the set wearer, and you don't get the block mitigation. So this is basically just giving your group block mitigation and health recovery. Use shield wall with this ability at your own risk, as you won't be able to move for the duration of the ultimate. That kind of sucks. Alright, let's move on. We should have class changes and weapon changes and all that. Oh god, very important. Trials of Tribute got quite a few updates by the looks of it. That's really cool. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. Fixed an issue. Did you fix the damage issue by any chance? You know, maybe just up that damage a little bit? Fuck. They did it, guys. They actually did it. I was considering quitting. I actually was going to quit. Never come back because my death recap was taunting me. But they fixed it. My death recap won't taunt me anymore. It won't make fun of me for not having friends. Really fucking Zenimax. Come on. Anyone that is curious about that, death recaps will no longer taunt you with the concept of bringing a friend or using grouping tools for solo arenas such as Maelstrom Arena. Dragon Knights didn't get any changes. Templar. Now, Backlash. This morph has been... this ability and its morphs has been slightly reworked. The final damage now deals a guaranteed amount of damage based on your highest offensive stats rather than dealing damage based on the damage it took from you over the duration, and with a cap based on your weapon and spell damage. So basically, presume it's going to calculate it before and you guaranteed that. I presume. The final damage deals approximately 10% more damage than the initial hit at base and increases up to additional 200% to reach similar values of the power seen before. Like current patch or previously. The final damage now takes more overall damage to reach. Okay. So they're just guaranteeing you a higher base damage, I guess. We'll have to test this to make the payout less reliably reached in PvP scenarios. So are they kind of saying you won't be able to reach it? I will have to test this. This ability now once again limited to having one active at a time. That kind of sucks. To fix numerous exploits and bugs with this ability. This means if you cast the ability on another target while it is active, it will remove the previous cast. Pretty straightforward. And then they upped the duration of Minor Breach. Oh my god, that's actually really, really cool. This morph to 10 seconds up from 9 seconds. Yeah, cool. That's gonna gonna make a big that's awesome. Alright, Warden. What did our so see some Arctic changes down there. So advanced species, this passive now increases your critical damage by 3% rather than your armor penetration by 990. I guess that's a buff for crit builds. It might be a slight nerf for non-crit builds. It just depends on like your damage. If you're really, really low, obviously a percentage is going to be worth less than a base set of penetration. Anyway, a little change there to make crit wardens a little bit better, I guess. Fixed an issue, okay. Healing seeds, fixed an issue. Arctic wind. Remove the target cap from the damage of this morph as the damage is no longer tied to stunning enemies. I can't recall if we were anywhere near cap anyway, and if the cap was an issue. We'll also test this. All these things that we're saying we'll test, we'll probably do live on stream. So if you want to follow me over on Twitch, we'll probably do that over the next couple of days. Passive now, Piercing Cold. This passive now increases your damage done by 2%, which increases to 10% while wielding an ice staff rather than magic, increasing your magic and frost damage by 10%. That's kind of cool to just have a flat damage increase rather than, frost. I guess it's going to be kind of beneficial if you're running like Spin to Win or Two-Hander Execute or something like that as an execute. Basically, any of your weapon damage abilities. It's not really that big of a change, but it's nice. Mag wardens need a little bit of love, but hey. Then weapons bow is fixed. Something fixed. Vigor! Reduce the healing by this morph by approximately 10%. No! What will we fucking do now? Yeah, that probably needed to happen. What the fuck? They're changing Khajiit? Khajiit? Are they gonna make my Khajiit OP? Can we go back to the glory days? Robustness. This passive now increases your health, mag, and stamina recovery by 90 at their final rank, rather than your health recovery up to 100 and your mag and stamina recovery up to 85. They buffed my mag and stamina recovery by 5. Okay, Khajiit glory days. Hey, Khajiit is still great. Let's be real right now. I don't know why they do these changes. Is it like they're nerfing the health recovery, but like by 10? I don't know. It just why it needed that. But hey, it got that. Cool. Acute overload. Whoa. Okay, acute overload. Reduce the damage per stage of this star to 1,037, down from 2,050. Holy shit, that's massive. That's a massive fucking nerf. That's like 12k down to just over 4k. That's fucking huge. Added a cooldown of 1 second to prevent cascading effects. Oh my god. Acute overload's gone. It's like, you're not going to run it. Maybe on a bomb build, you're not going to run this anymore. All right, well, that kind of sucks, I guess. What else have we got here? Is that it? Is that actually fucking it? Oh, so disappointing. So disappointing. But, guys, I saved the best for last, okay? Are you ready for this? I need you to all sit down, steady your nerves, and get ready for this because it will fucking blow your mind.
More because, of course, we did animals you can pet, right? Everyone loves to pick up a cat bucket. Anyways, one of the cool things I want to show off is down. One of the fun things that we always do and everyone always notices, especially on like Twitter and stuff, is animals you can pet, right? Everyone loves to pick up a cat, pet a dog, all that.
I love doing those things.
We've added more because, of course, we did. So this time, this is my buddy Don's Fancy here. And
oh my fucking god!
Oh yeah.
This is so fucking cool!
As long as he doesn't turn around and kick me. And because
I thought I couldn't get more excited after watching it the first time, but
you know what?
No, they're not giving it a
really
achievement.
need to have an achievement based on this.
Nice.
So if you go around,
I'm sorry, guys. I've got to go.
Pets in the area, and there
I'm
may
too
be some more
excited.
secrets and
Okay,
stuff.
all right.
You will be awarded the achievement.
I've got to go.
Friends.